husband is a musician, so that's the reason why we came to Hong Kong. He's working in Bar City, which is in New World Hotel. And after a year, we followed, me and my daughter.
Anong year?
That was 1988. My daughter was 1 year and 3 months. I started working in a restaurant, not really working in front house, but at the back. I have no idea of restaurant, no experience. And I started in Korean restaurant and, kitchen, washing, cleaning, whatever, is all the backside work. After 3 months, I have an old lady colleague that she said, well, you should be working in a bar, bartender. But, I'm innocent and I'm like, look at myself like, how can I work in front, So we went there and applied. But I'm lucky I got accepted straight away. So I resigned from my previous one because they said it's such a waste for me to stay behind the kitchen. So that's what I started to have my F&B experience. That was 1988 up to before pandemic. It's a company name is long time ago. They are not existing now. Australian company. They're the first group in Hong Kong that have chain restaurant and bar. And I started to have experience in that. They put me on the floor, teaching me how to do the ordering. Even ordering the steak, I don't know what is medium, what is well done, yeah? And some people, they laugh at me because I have no experience. So all this experience of F&B, I got it in Hong Kong. I was a waitress. And then, challenge, I work in the bar as a bartender. And I have no idea about the cocktails and all the drinks, all the alcohol and the name of the whiskey. So for me, it's like a student. I've been reading the menu, studying what is in there, and asking my superior what is this, how to say to the customer. And then later on, I get promoted. They opened a new branch, and I was transferred to the new place to be in charge at the front house and the back house. And then I worked in Kangaroo Pub, the Australian company. I was promoted as a supervisor, and I applied another company which is Mediterranean style. So it's nice to learn different concept. It was in Pacific Place. We call it Pomeroy's Wine Bar. The first challenge for me to promote the sandwich round outside, because before so many Westerner here, they're like sandwiches and muffins. So my big boss in Pomeroy's Wine Bar, because they can see the potential. They said, Vitsu, you have potential, you have good with people, your personality, you need to be outgoing, you need to be out of the floor. I built up the business. I worked there for 8 years because my style, I don't keep moving around. I want to learn. I want to observe. So I moved to Staunton Bar, wine bar in SoHo. I started from like bartender because for them, I'm good with PR, with people, so I'm at the front. After maybe few months, I get promoted as bar manager. So the good thing of Staunton Wine Bar, the boss, they send me to school for wine. I study wine, service training, hospitality training, all the service in the restaurant. So the company paid everything for me. It's actually quite expensive. But I was so lucky because according to them, they saw a potential for me. Because all the customer that I'm handling, like a big group, there's a good feedback. When I go to study wine, so I get the diploma, the certificate. I was also shocked because, where I came from Philippines, I don't know any wine. I was so shocked. I was first honor. We are all 13, only I think 5 of us passed. Agave and 1 chai. I am the opening manager there. I am the one who set up the bar. And I worked there 2 years. When I work in Agave, can you imagine 162 kinds of tequila? I have to taste every night to learn. I study. So if someone asks me, how do you explain the blanc tequila to reposado to añejo? So I know how to explain. Because the white tequila, the blanco is 2 years in a barrel. The reposado is like 3-4 years in a barrel. The añejo is like more than 5 years in the barrel. Añejo means aged tequila. But also, if you are a drinker of brandy and you don't have brandy in your bar, I can recommend to try the añejo tequila. It's quite similar. So people get interested in me. Why? How do you know this? Because you know why? Everything comes from me, like new thing. I want to know. My palate, my mind, my heart, it goes together. When I taste it Something come in my mind, and okay, I put in my heart. After I get the certificate, my mentor of wine bringing me in Shangri-La, Marriott, Conrad. We judged the wine. From first time they launched the Chilean wine. I was so shocked when I saw I'm the only Asian like Filipina sitting on the big round table, and everyone's like big thing in a company, wine expert. And then my teacher said, "By the way, everyone, this is my student Siony," and she was talking about me. I'm very good in wine, and I'll get first honor. And then when I did that, Chilean wine and the Chinese wine, we need to judge how to pair the food, Chinese food, to Chilean wine. After this, I went back because I was on duty in Staunton Bar as manager there in the evening. Before midnight, they all came to Staunton Wine Bar, and my teacher, my mentor, with the lady, Siony, you have a very good judging of the wine. I was like, huh? I really don't expect that much. But I was so amazed. They are the one who told me that the lady next to you, do you know who is she? I said, no, she's famous in the whole world for the wine in a hotel, I said, oh, okay. For me, like, no big deal. I was working 2008 to 2016. I was hired as manager. I handling the grocery for the Jewish. So this is how I experienced the kosher, the style of the Jewish, similar with the halal, So I'm the one who do ordering from Israel, the meat, Israel, Australia, New York, all the product for Jewish,
My mom obviously has quite an illustrious career in F&B. She's actually seen how the F&B and hospitality industry has changed in Hong Kong. Coming here in the 80s with no experience, she's seen SARS, she's seen, post-handover, she's seen COVID, right? So she's seen it all. Her experience is quite underrated in the sense that, people know her as a chef, but she actually is very experienced in wine, in whiskey. She's judged competitions and I think she doesn't give herself enough credit.